When was the last time you updated your skills section on your LinkedIn profile? Why is the skills section relevant on your LinkedIn profile? Today, I want to talk to you about why you should update your skills section, what it's for, the different kinds of skills you can have on your section, and how it helps you to get found by people who are looking for whatever it is that you do on LinkedIn. My name is Louise Brogan. I'm the host of Linking In with Louise podcast, and I teach people how to use LinkedIn to win business. So what is the skills section on your LinkedIn profile? When you go to someone's personal profile and you scroll down underneath the experience section and the education section, you'll have the skills section. You can add up to 50 skills to this section of your profile. You don't necessarily need to add 50 skills though, so keep in mind that you only want to add skills that you want to be found for on LinkedIn. Quite often clients will come to me, and when we look at their personal dashboard, and there's a video that you can check for that here, how to find your personal dashboard, they are being found for skills that they no longer use in their business or working life. So make sure that you do update your skills and only add skills that are relevant to what it is that you're doing. So when you go to your skills, you click on the little grayed out text that says add a new skill. And you start to type into there. Just start typing slowly the first words, and LinkedIn will auto-complete options for you. So for example, if you type in digital, below it will say things like digital marketing, digital photography, etc. So look for the skills that LinkedIn already has listed as a skill on the platform. So that is a top tip. If you add a skill using your own typing, it will allow you to add these skills, but they won't be filed under one of the 4 different sections that LinkedIn categorizes your skills by. What are the 4 categories that LinkedIn has? So first of all, you have your top skills, which are the top 3 that are pinned to the top of your skills profile. These are, you can choose to pin into your top 3 skills, or if you don't, LinkedIn will just randomly select 3 of your skills and add them as your top skills. Then you've got the categories of industry knowledge, tools and technologies, interpersonal skills, and other skills. Other skills are skills that LinkedIn does not put into one of the other categories. So an example of industry knowledge might be social media marketing. Tool or technology might be something like Microsoft Word or Adobe Acrobat. And interpersonal skills would be things like networking. Other skills are the skills that don't fit into any of these categories. So go and have a look and see what you have got which category most of your skills are falling under. It doesn't matter if they're an even spread or not at all. It's not relevant. What's relevant is adding skills into your profile that people are searching for. And that is why the LinkedIn skills section is so important. When someone goes to LinkedIn and they type in at the top in the search box that they're looking for a digital photography expert, if you have digital photography listed as one of your skills and you have lots of endorsements for that skill from people in your network, you're going to appear higher in the search results on LinkedIn. How do you get people to endorse you for your skills? So my tip here would be start endorsing other people in your network for their skills, and they should reciprocate. Your skill endorsements will grow over time, so don't worry if you don't have very many at the moment, but be generous with other people and endorse their skills, and it's likely that they will return the favor. If you want to endorse somebody for a skill, go to their LinkedIn profile, scroll down to the skill section, and then you can endorse them for their skill by clicking on the little plus sign beside the skill. When you do that, a pop-up box will appear and LinkedIn will ask you how skilled is the person at this skill, and how do you know their skill level. For example, have you worked with them in the same project? One of the options is you heard about their skill from others. So there's definitely an option for you to choose. LinkedIn will not share that information with the person that you are endorsing. However, it shows that they are really putting quite a bit of weight behind the skill section and the number of endorsements that people have. You can also do a skills quiz on LinkedIn. Now, these are skills that when you do a skills quiz, there are 15 multiple choice questions, and when you get to the end of the quiz, you will be told whether or not you've passed the quiz. If you've passed the quiz and you're in the top 30% of people who have taken that quiz, you can add a badge to your LinkedIn profile. This only appears in LinkedIn Recruiter or in LinkedIn Jobs, so it's really more about people who are looking for employment or contracts or work, and that's where the badges show up. So don't waste your time doing lots of LinkedIn skill quizzes if you're not actually going to be using Recruiter or Jobs. However, this is a really handy tool for people who are recruiting. So if you are looking for work or if you're in recruitment, get into understanding how those assessments work and whether or not you should be doing the quizzes to add the skills to your profile. There are only 3 different areas of skills, things like design skills, business skills, and technology skills. So for example, understanding how to host an event would not be listed as a skill, and you wouldn't be able to take a quiz on that. So just check what skill quizzes are available. If they're relevant to you in your career, especially if you are looking for work, do use them. But otherwise, it's not for somebody who is running a business or an entrepreneur, for example. So hopefully I've convinced you to go and check your LinkedIn skills and see what's listed in there. Have you added all the skills that you want to be known for? And can you remove skills? Yes, do. That you don't want to be found for? Definitely time to go and update your skills section today. I hope you find this video useful. If you have, then give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this in the future.